we were talking at a party and you were like, you should get on the pod. And I was like, yeah, just let me know whenever. And then 3 months later.
Half a year passed.
I know. You were like randomly midweek, hey,
Yeah.
do you want to go on the podcast? And I was like, yes. I remembered.
Because I was like, I didn't want to be like, all right, later.
No, I know.
Twins, that's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Look at these twins. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. That's Mary Kate. Titties out, titties out.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Imma Come Clean podcast. We're a weekly comedy podcast where we get unique guests to confess and come clean about things. My name's Aldus.
My name is Jared.
You got Dilly Willie in the
there we
corner. And today we have Haley MacMillan.
Hi. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Of course.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm
How
excited
is it
too.
MacMillan? McMillan? I don't.
Macmillan.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
What are you?
I thought you said we couldn't be racist.
You know what's crazy? I remember, like, I bet you didn't know that was like a wild question because I remember you came to that Emerson party at one time.
Yeah.
And you was looking at Ariel Miller, and you're like, "What are you?"
But at least, like, to be fair, I don't want to make.
I don't want to treat you differently.
Yeah, I don't want you to different, but I mean, it's like to say that to
Is it
a
'cause
white
I'm a woman?
to say that to a white person is a little bit different to say that
No,
to like.
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I know. No, I'm Scottish.
Okay.
I'm from Canada
Do
originally.
you? I was about to
Oh
say. Wait,
yeah, I forgot you're Canadian.
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say, wait, do you speak Scottish? But like, that's English, right?
That's just
Yeah.
an accent,
Okay,
right?
okay.
I wish.
Do
I'm
you
so
have it?
bad. No. Oh my god, I'm so bad at like accents, impressions, like anything.
Yeah.
I always like practice. Like I try.
You practice a Scottish accent?
I try.
Which accents do you practice?
Yeah, do them all for us right now.
It's been approximately 30 seconds and I've already walked into 2 different
Do it, Haley. Do the thing.
shit. No, I like practice because I'm like, okay, if I want to do like, I don't know, like comedy and stuff, I'm like, I feel like comedians are so good at like accents or like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And I just can't do it. Like
Yeah.
everything just eventually turns kind of like, I sound like Borat, like all the time. Any accent will
That's
just
my
kind of
wife.
blend into like, yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Has anybody ever called you out like for like doing an accent? Not like oh like what are you doing? But man, like they're just talking shit to you because it doesn't sound good. Has
Yeah,
anybody ever,
I
made you
like-
insecure.
Yeah, I like have worked with people, like a lot of British people, and I'll say something stupid. I'll be like, right then, like,
Yeah, that was
I'm on me way.
That was good.
It's okay.
I like that.
I
And-
get mad.
No, but they'll just be like, what? And I'll be like, sorry. Sorry.
I'll go. I'll leave.
Yeah, I have
That's-
to go.
yeah, that's
well, because
awkward
also
as
usually
fuck.
they're like 10 years older than me, so it's like, it's not,
Yeah,
there's no need to riff at
I
work.
feel that. Yeah.
Were you the
that's so
youngest at
true.
work?
Yeah.
Oh, was it cool?
Yeah, it was cool and it was not cool. There were some times where I totally like got the like baby card where they would be like, no, like that's too much work for her. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't, she's so little. And then there was other times where they would be like, why the fuck do you not know how to do this? And I'd be like, I don't know, like I'm just
I'm just a
I'm
baby.
new.
Baby,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, or sometimes people wouldn't realize and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm like 23. And they would be like, really? What?
Damn.
Or sometimes they'd be like, are you the intern?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Wait, how
"No."
big was the company?
It was really small.
Where'd you work?
I can't say.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, thanks for tuning it up.
No, I worked at a film production studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it was like, it was just,
You're not working there anymore.
well, so the writer's strike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Damn,
right now I'm
strike?
working,
What is even going on?
I was about to say,
I
yeah.
feel we're all
Can
dumb.
you
know.
explain it to us?
like, no, because I feel like I'm going to sound,
Even the writers can't explain it either.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
Like,
it basically just like, fair pay.
I'm so sorry.
all right, sorry.
Fair pay. There's like residuals
Yeah.
from writers because it used to be, from what I understand, like streamers really came and like messed up everything.
Okay.
Because writers are now getting like no residuals and like no profits because everything just goes straight to streaming versus
Okay.
like, when you would watch like the like say like Succession came out like 10 years ago and it was on like a channel,
Yeah.
people would tune into that and they would get like 1 million views on
Yeah.
like the channel. But now on streaming, it's like you can access things whenever. So
Yeah.
writers don't get paid fairly. They don't get any extra money. They just get their like cut and dry paycheck. And the
Yeah.
companies are getting all of that money.
And
Yeah.
I also heard like Netflix doesn't release like their streaming numbers just so
No.
yeah, like because I know like a lot of comedy specials they don't like no one knows how many numbers Chappelle has
Mm-hmm.
or like yeah just because like they just keep it low key. I don't know.
Is that a reason
is-
because like they're trying to conceal money? Like they don't want to have
maybe
to
it's
like
concealing
cash
money.
out?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know either. Like,
Yeah.
there's so much of the entertainment industry that like you try to look into and it's just
Yeah.
like
It's like
you
sus.
can't find. It's
Yeah.
really, it is sus.
Yeah.
because I have no idea what's like. Because I was working for Days of Our Lives, and I was like the runner, and then I had to go to like Sony Studios to like drop off stuff, and then the strikes already started, and then I was trying to like turn in, but then the strikers were just going in front of my car, and I'm like, now I'm on their side.
Yeah.
not really, but like I just didn't know because I'm like, hey, I'm the lowest.
Yeah.
On this. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just see angry signs.
Yeah, and you're like, please just let me like do my thing. So
Yeah,
I can get like yelled at.
It's literally because I know there's AI.
Yeah, that's the other like huge.
That's a huge one.
Have you guys used like ChatGPT
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
Let's write a script.
That's how I mean, that's no creative integrity, but I used it the other day. I was like avoiding using it because AI really like freaks me out.
Yeah, it
like
freaks
I
me the fuck
don't,
out too.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I
like
don't get it either.
AI, VR, I can get around. I guess.
Yeah, I think VR is cool.
Yeah, VR is cool if you're like doing something immersive where you're
Yeah.
like, or like a game, like
Yeah.
a video game, but I don't know.
I don't ever want to live like in VR.
No,
like,
I would
yeah.
get like trapped.
Yeah.
Like, one of my fears is like, did you see I was talking to one of my friends the other day. Did you guys see the new like Apple
Yeah.
VR headset
Yeah.
thing?
I didn't watch the full video, but I
Me
heard
either.
Yeah,
like
I don't like it.
it's like it's not
Scary.
AR. It's also kind of VR because what it does is
It's AR though, isn't it?
But I heard like it tracks everything. Like it makes a copy of everything in the room, a 3D print. So like if you're there, it's just gonna copy what you look like. It's not actually you, and they're gonna put the graphics over that. So like it's
Why?
not. I don't know. Right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't know. It's AR and VR. That's like why it's like
That's so weird.
transformative
Yeah.
technology. But like, have you guys seen Don't Worry, Darling?
Yeah.
Like, you know when they
Yes.
kind of near the end when they show Florence Pugh and she's like
Yeah.
on the bed like that.
Yeah.
I would that could be me.
No, literally, like, yeah, and I feel like that's kind of like
I'd be
what we're
scared.
moving towards right now.
Yeah, like
it's
trapped
just
by like
weird.
an incel
Yeah.
in like these goggles.
Yeah, that's so cute. But the fact that they can do that and like, because I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen the video. But
should
if you're,
watch the video, yeah.
but if you're saying that what it's doing, if that looks real,
Yeah.
like that's fucking scary because it's like computer generated. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's wild as fuck.
No, I
So it's like
know.
it will get to a point where it's like if you do have goggles on, you won't even tell that you're like, you know what I mean? Like everything could just be real life.
Yeah, like will we
Yeah.
eventually, like, oh, I miss Aldus. Like he got trapped in those goggles 5 years ago. Haven't seen him
Imagine
since. Like
that.
that's so scary.
Or like,
10
or
feet
he's
tall
just, or like, yeah, like he's officially moved like to like the metaverse
Yeah,
and shit. Like, like you're tapped in that. And it's
Just-
like you
I'm
never
just
come
frail.
back.
Yeah.
That would be
You
crazy,
see me with goggles?
bro. Atrophied and shit.
With a
Like,
boner.
oh god, he's in that club again.
It's been going for like 7 hours. I was like medically like okay.
I feel like this happened with Google Glass though. Remember back in the day? Like
Yeah, I
Google
think it
Glass?
flopped. I remember someone
yeah.
just saying it was like released too early. It was
Yeah, I think it was even just with it being Apple, like I think like they're gonna like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's gonna get on it just because the fact like that it's Apple.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
also 3,500, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
it's super expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I was talking to somebody. They're like, dude, like that's worth it. I was like,
Is it?
For a new life.
it's like what?
For
Like-
only $3,500, you can start over. Like it's not. That's so scary.
But I also heard someone said, I think it was like one of my roommates, they were saying like life isn't bad enough where someone will fully get into be immersed. Like it's not Wall-E world yet.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm obviously
But it
we're
might-
moving towards that. Like
Do you think life's getting better or worse?
I would say it's getting worse. Dude,
it's getting worse.
did I talk about? I feel like I might have talked about this. I saw a TikTok, and it was talking about like history works in like 80-year periods, and like there's 4 blocks in those 80 periods of 20 years. So there's like an enlightenment period, there's like an awakening, there's like a crisis period, and right now we're in a crisis period with the pandemic and
Oh, that makes
everything, like in a
sense.
recession. So after this, I think there's something. So after this 20-year period, I think it ends like in 2027 or something like that. That's like 3 years.
Okay.
And then like we're gonna be like in a period of just kind of like everything's gonna kind of be reborn and everything, and like everything's gonna be kind of good. I'll see if I can find that video because it was insane. It was showing everything just from like the last like since the 1800s and just like however like everything worked. And this was like particularly like just in the U.S. though, but yeah. So I'm saying like you're talking about a shitty. So I'm like I'm at least hopefully like by like the next decade like we won't kind of be in this like horrible fucking era that we're in right now. But
Because I was thinking about like people in 1900s. They're like, oh, everything's cool. We're just doing our thing. And then World War One comes out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then World War Two.
yeah, literally, yeah,
Could you imagine if we like went to war
yeah.
today? Like that's so scary.
But I feel like we won't get, because I know the Russia thing.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I know, we don't know. People come on the thing and we're like, so you tell us what's happening in the
Yeah.
world.
Can
Like
you
we
explain?
They're like, wow, it's scary. And then it goes through our brain. It goes- it just leaves.
the next episode. So can you tell us what's happening?
I
We
remember
have no
Lisa
idea,
tried to
like-
explain to us. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
We're like,
get it.
all I
I'm
remember
not-
is it was sad.
Yeah.
It's sad, but I'm
super
not angry.
depressing.
I'm not
Yeah.
angry to go over there.
No.
You know?
That's true.
And I don't want some propaganda to get me to go over there.
Yeah.
I want to do a podcast.
Yeah. That's- I just
I
wanna
can't-
vibe,
I
bro.
can't go to
don't
war.
wanna
I'm
be
I want a
doing
living my
simple life.
Yeah.
I just want to make a podcast.
I don't wanna
Literally,
shoot
bro.
people.
Yeah.
Unless I'm really mad.
Inflation, bro.
Yeah.
Global warming.
Guns.
That's about
Guns.
it. Yeah.
I remember Haley when I don't know if I just say it.
You can say it.
All right, I'm gonna say it. So like,
I want to tell the story from
okay,
both of our perspectives.
Okay.
And I want you to go first.
So we were having like a housewarming, and I was catching up with Haley. It's been like 3 or 4 months, and we talked in like my balcony for probably like an hour, and then like
Yeah.
we go into my room, and then I'm like, "Hey, Haley, want to see my gun?" And then I lock my door just so no one walks into me showing her my gun, and I bring out my gun, and I'm like, "Isn't it cool?" And then you're just looking at me like, "You want to hold it?" You're like, "No," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and I'm like, "Good talk," and then we go in the living room. And I'm like, oh, what a fun party. And then your perspective was.
Okay, so I haven't seen Aldus in a bit, and he was having a party, so I was like, oh, word, like, good time to catch up. So we were talking, it was super loud, so you were like, do you want to go in my room and talk? And I, like, follow you to your room. That looks like we're going to your room together to, like, hook up or something.
Yeah.
So
And we
we're-
didn't?
I don't know, I blacked out when you brought up So
It worked. Okay, sorry.
So we're like talking on the balcony for a super long time just about like sketch ideas and like how we've been in comedy and like LA. And then we were like, okay, we should probably go back to the party. Like it's been a long time. So we walk back into your room and then I guess you said, do you want to see my gun? I didn't hear you because of the music from the party because now we were inside of his room, which is next to the living room. And so I don't know, I was like fixing my hair or something. Turn around. He's like, here. And I'm like, what do I, like, what the fuck? And so, oh yeah, and you locked your door.
That's all
So
you saw.
in my head, it's like, sirens are going off, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I trust Aldous. Like, he's so nice. Like,
Yeah.
this is the most,
Until he's not.
like, is he about to, like, go Joker on me? Like, it was so confusing, because I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? But then I was like, no, that's okay. Brushed it under the rug. I come out of the room, and my friends are like, oh my God, like, nice. Like, did you just, like, what happened? And so I'm like,
Like, he just showed me his gun.
I'm like, so I look like kind of anxious, I
Yeah,
guess.
like
So my
fluttered.
roommate Sophia was like, "Are you okay? Like, did you just like hook up with Aldous?" And I was like, "Sophia, we have to go to the bathroom right now." So we go to the bathroom, and she's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "He has a gun." And she
And it's also all liberal arts students.
Yeah, like, this is,
the most liberal arts students
yeah,
ever.
like everyone here is like, we're all in like these weird little outfits, and we're
Yeah.
listening to like indie music. Like it was such not. Like and I've never, the other thing too, I don't think I ever told you this, I've never seen a gun in real life
Oh,
before.
really?
That was the
Oh
first
my
time I ever
gosh.
saw
Bro,
a
that
gun.
is so traumatizing.
Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't traumatizing, it was
Yeah.
just honestly random.
that was weird.
Out of
Yeah.
all the people who I ever thought I would, like, I don't know, would have it wouldn't be you.
Yeah.
It was
I had-
just
yeah.
confusing. So,
Is it real?
Yeah, I have a Glock.
You have like bullets for it?
Yeah, but I don't want to keep it loaded. It's literally
Yeah, but what's the purpose? Like,
to
what's-
go to the range.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or if someone makes me really.
Yeah. No,
If my roommate doesn't
It's
take
well,
his
'cause
laundry
I
out.
know you have a gun because I went through that same exact thing where like we were out on his balcony, went back in his room. He's like, we want to see my gun?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
That was
Like,
my thing, I think. And now after your thing, I was like, I'm not letting anyone
that's
know.
not my thing
It's a
anymore.
good
That's not my thing.
icebreaker.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a gun owner. It was just like, so then I'm telling Sophia this.
Yeah.
Her and I are like dying of laughter because it was just like a what just happened thing. And then later, like the next day, I was like to her, is that like, did that really happen or did I hallucinate that? Later, after we talked, you were like, oh, I stored the ammo like separately and it's locked and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's how you should store a gun, obviously. And like, I trust you, like I said, just like from out of context, the situation of being like, this guy who I like know took me into his room, locked his door, and was like, "Hey, I have a weapon." It was so like you
Am
have
I
to
a
tell,
walking red flag?
you have to tell the
You're
story
okay.
like
You're
correctly in order for it to not be like
Because I
scary.
feel if someone tells stories about me just not knowing me, I'm a piece of shit. I'm crazy.
Oh, yeah, out of context, all this is just a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, it was just like, it was so funny though, and like I think about that, and I'm like, that was so random. Like
Yeah,
I can't believe that happened.
because we were talking about that abortion sketch. We were talking. That's also a wild thing to say out of
Yeah.
This is just when Roe v. Wade got. It's a wild cut. But like, and then you came over 3 days so we could co-write that abortion sketch together.
Yeah, that we never made.
No, we never.
Because then immediately Roe v. Wade got overturned.
Yeah,
like,
you're
the
right.
2 days
my
after, and I was
God.
like, I don't.
Because it's not even pro
Thing.
Roe v. Wade. It's not anti Roe v. Wade. It's like, hey, we're punching pregnant people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
I love
Burn
like
it.
one of my favorite things about you is that you like push the line. Like I
Yeah.
think that's great. And I think
Thanks.
people get like scared
Mm-hmm.
to not do that. Like we took an improv class together in college. And there were so many times where like I was dying of laughter at something you did and then other people were like can't believe all
That's
this
why I
said
love you.
that.
I'm like, oh, Haley rides. She's the best.
Because it's important. Like you need to
It is important.
you know,
yeah.
it's important to like say crazy things,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah,
opinion.
there's like a
because
fucking pioneer in our generation right now.
Just fucking going racist. Oh, he's the best. He's like
And the-
anti-MLK.
in the documentary, we're just like we're crying. We're like he really shaped a generation. It just cuts to like overlays of you just saying the N word. Like,
He inspired me. He brought it back.
the inspiration to a nation, bro. For real.
oh my god. Yeah, it's funny. You want to like shock people. And I think you're like
Yeah.
we're at a good age where like people can look at you and be like, okay, he's definitely not saying this because these are like his beliefs.
Yeah.
Like I went to a comedy show with my dad who was in town like last week, and there was like two 50-year-old comedians who were just like so off base,
Mm. Yeah.
like so off base, where it was like, I can't tell if you're joking or
Yeah.
if you're racist. Like I really can't.
Yeah.
With you, you're at a good age where it's like you like we know
Yeah.
Yeah.
just by being like, okay, this is Aldus, like looking at Aldus.
Yeah.
like,
Well, I think even our generation too. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like it's pretty safe to assume
Yeah.
that he's kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus with the old like white guys, you're
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
oh,
ooh.
I'm
You
glad
know,
I'm
like,
not white.
we
Because
know how
I
you
do
were
think
raised,
if I
like-
was doing my it'd be harder
Yeah.
if you were white.
yeah.
yeah, you'd have to kind of go about it like a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, but it's weird though, because like, I feel like I'll say something and I'm like, it's obviously a joke just because of how outrageously far right that is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because I remember when we did how do we break down that abortion improv scene we did?
I don't know. Oh, so the activity was like you had to take something like political
Was it political?
or something controversial.
Yeah.
I think it was you had to do something controversial and then something like it was like two words, like something controversial and then something like you use every day. So we did abortion Uber.
Yeah.
They literally set you guys up. Like,
No, they did because it's like controversial. Like
Yeah,
you want
like-
us to either fail
yeah.
Yeah.
or
Or like you want to get mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was
And
like-
our teacher, Shauna Lloyd, she was like the
Oh,
first
I
teacher at
love
Emerson.
her.
She was like, yo, swing. And it's okay if it's crazy. Because I remember there was one scene, I think she was with like E-Man. And then she was like, you're a pedophile rapist. She said that as a teacher. I'm like, oh,
But
okay.
it was like so eye-opening too
You're right.
because like at Emerson, I know we've talked about this. You have to be so careful and so
Yeah.
aware because it's like I feel like the first couple of years of school, maybe honestly until ELA, you if you said something, someone could come up to you after class and be like, that really triggered me and made me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because of
like my
XYZ."
whole time
Yeah,
Emerson,
bro.
I was like, oh, after my first semester, I was like, damn, am I a piece of shit? I'm like,
Yeah.
does everyone
Yeah.
hates me? Am
or
I
it's
racist?
like you say something by accident or like,
Yeah.
you know, it comes
Yeah.
out weird and then they're like, oh my God, you made me so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you're like,
It's
sorry.
Just, yeah, there's just this whole. And I don't want to take away from the people that like actually get triggered over
Yeah.
shit. They have trauma,
Absolutely
but it's like,
not. Yeah.
but it's like you can't internalize everything and make everything about you. You know what I mean? Especially if you're saying some shit, it's like that has nothing to do with me. Even like you, let's just say you come like I'm Mexican and you say the most outlandish shit about Mexicans. It's like that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's just kind of like to make that about myself. It's like that's just like you know,
And there's been so many times where people have like said that and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I didn't even consider that perspective. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for like
Yeah.
letting me know.
Yeah.
And I think it comes with like age too. Like we're getting older, we're
Yeah.
learning more, we're learning how to be more careful and more
Yeah.
aware. So like I'm not discrediting people
Exactly.
for saying
Yeah.
that. It's so important to be
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm going through this thing and you upset me.
Yeah.
And I could be like, I'm so sorry. I
Yeah.
had no idea. But comedy is something that doesn't have rules.
Exactly,
Why are you
yeah.
trying to put rules in it?
exactly.
It
It's like
was-
you're here at an improv show too. Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
are you talking about?
I think
Like,
in the comedy, I still regret saying I majored in comedy. I don't tell anyone I major in comedy. I say like,
You
oh, I
don't?
did film and I did a little comedy program.
That's so funny. See,
I wasn't with that group the
Yeah.
whole time, and I feel like I'm really so set on it. So like when
Yeah.
I came in, I was like, hey y'all, isn't Chappelle funny? And then they're like, oh, so you want to hate trans people?
oh my god.
I'm like,
bro. Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean.
You guys don't?
Yeah. Shit, wrong school. But like, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I minored in comedy.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's why we had some overlap.
Mhm.
I majored in film, but minored in comedy, which was like good because I got to pick and choose. So I didn't have to spend all my time with like the comedy people.
Yeah.
So I never felt like weird and attacked. But then the times I would cross over with them, I could be like, I'm funny too, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. It was I don't recommend anyone.
Yeah.
Majoring in
maybe
comedy?
eventually or just going there.
is it-
maybe eventually it'll change, but
Do you
like
think it's
even
an
the
East,
teachers.
East Coast thing, or do you think it was just like an Emerson thing?
I think because it
It's
was
Emerson thing for
Okay.
sure. I love Emerson. Like
Yeah.
I had a great time there.
Yeah,
And like
I have no regrets.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was there for all 4 years because you were.
I came in 2020.
Yeah, so I was there. I started freshman year, like
Yeah.
2018. No regrets. Like I
Yeah.
loved it. I'm so glad I went. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Like even politically, I feel like I learned a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah, I agree on that.
which
too.
is great. It helped me shape my own opinions. It helped me learn about things I am not interested in, like at all either,
Yeah.
and like people that I don't
Yeah.
want to be around.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So like I'm so glad. But there's also times where I'm like, why did we do that? Like that was
Yeah.
so weird.
Like what? Like
Just like our school is so weird.
yeah.
What was one?
Like it was like it's a liberal arts school,
Mhm.
but it like wants to be an arts school like
Mhm.
really bad. Like really bad.
Like what do you mean?
Like people I don't know, I guess freshman year you come into film school at least and you're like, "Oh, I want to be a director." And then you meet like your friends who are like, "Oh, I want to be like a gaffer and I want to be a DP." And you make all these like really weird like student films, but they all are like the same type of thing because they're all just like I want to be A24
Yeah.
or like I want to
Oh,
be this,
yeah, that's
but you
true.
don't have the tool set to do it.
Yeah.
So it's and no one really helps you with that either. Like
Yeah.
coming up with your brand or like the kind of artistic take. Like you
Yeah.
don't get taught how to do that. You just have to like
You just figure it out.
figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I don't think some people can do that on their
Yeah.
own. I think some people need a little bit of guidance,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Mhm.
So you just end up with like all of these like really artistic films of like, the girls like smoking a cigarette out the window and the guy's like, "So, I've been thinking we should open up our polyamorous relationship to like 10 more people." And she's like, "But I love you." And then they're like, "Want to go watch Pulp Fiction?" And then there's like a party.
Oh
and then
my
they're like, "We're
God.
drunk." And then it ends. Like that was like every
Oh my god! Literally
Yeah.
fucking licorice pizza.
yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna watch it. Was it good?
I saw the trailer and I knew exactly what that movie was. I haven't
Oh,
watched it.
Cause
Yeah,
I
me
love-
either. I don't need to. It's like the trailer was just too good.
I didn't enjoy it. Oh,
Let me hold it and I'll set it up for you when it's done.
What is that?
Don't worry about it.
wait, no, back to
You'll find out. It's okay.
Okay.
back to the scene though we did, the abortion
Mm.
scene. It was like, because I remember I was like, cool, it was a 50-50 split for how people
Yeah,
received
it was like, and it's one of those things you're in class, so it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
If this is a 2-minute scene, it's not going to ruin my
Yeah.
life or anything. I remember I was a pregnant woman and I couldn't make up my mind about whether I was like going to get an abortion or not. And I was like listing out, because that was the one thing I said is I was like, I want to make sure that like it's really, really clear that like I shouldn't be pregnant or like need this abortion.
Yeah.
If we're
Saying,
gonna
like you're a bad person.
no, like I'm in like medical pain or something,
Oh,
where it's
okay,
like really
okay.
clear that like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
actually would be a better thing than
Okay.
keeping the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so I was like walking around the classroom, like holding my like fake stomach, being like, I'm in so much pain, and the bills are piling up, and I'm like bleeding everywhere. And then Aldus like comes down in like a fake Uber, and he's like this, and he's like, "Hi, do you want an Uber abortion?"
That's crazy. I think you have talked about that.
And then
Yeah.
you like listed out reasons why it would be better for you to just like. It was like you can order one, basically.
Yeah.
It was like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And everyone was just, I don't think people knew how to react to that.
Yeah.
Because it's also improv. Like, we didn't write this.
Yeah.
We just,
Because the punch at the scene break is when I just punched you in the stomach.
yeah.
And then they're like, oh, my baby's gone.
Thank you, Aldus.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I absolutely love about that is like he pitched that in a podcast like to us. I think like that was a bit for you, but you didn't.
Oh.
You didn't give us any of that context about the improv.
Dylan. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I remember I told Dylan.
But you brought it up as if like wouldn't this like this? I think like he integrated it like into a joke like perfectly. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Like that's crazy to hear like that side of it.
Yeah,
of,
that's
like,
where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
'Cause-
just like this random improv exercise.
Yeah, and then like I remember like it was a 50-50 split and I was surprised at who liked it, and I wasn't surprised for who didn't like it.
No.
You know, because I remember there was like another stand-up in that class, and I remember I was like, "Ooh, cool, another stand-up. She's been doing it for a while. Maybe like will be cool." And I did one improv scene, and I was like, "Ah, she hates me. All right, that's okay. That's okay." I'm like, "I respect your grind. We don't get along."
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because like I feel like when you joke dark, and if they don't like the dark humor, they're like away. But like I could joke dark and still like the other side and be like, I love like
just
I
all
love it like
aspects of it.
improv.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I'll like both.
Yeah.
But it sucks because the other side is usually like, oh, I hate
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
humor. This is the only way. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird. But like I liked August.
Yeah.
He was like one of the comedy people. I thought he hated me, but he's a really nice dude. But
Yeah,
like,
he's
he's such a nice dude. And he's also like, I think he also would be down a clown in a dark way, but he just was in the Emerson bubble. So he wasn't willing to do it, but he would appreciate it. But like after that, he was like, it's interesting how you guys went for something really dark, but pulled it off. And I'm like,
thank you.
thanks,
Yeah.
August. You're a sweet man.
Yeah.
What
No,
do-
it's interesting. People's like different comedy styles.
Yeah.
Like
What do you think that comes from? Like, where do you like? Why do you think like you're so like open to it, like the dark side of it?
I don't know. I think
I
it's-
wonder about that too. For
Yeah.
like what made some people be willing
Yeah.
to like, I'm gonna laugh at this abortion, than people being like, we can't joke about abortion at all.
Yeah.
A woman's oppressed right now.
Yeah, I think part of it was honestly the timing of that was like we did that in class before all the Roe v. Wade stuff.
Yeah.
And then we wrote it and then it happened. So that's why like now I'm like, okay, we should probably, if we were to do that, I would want to like rewrite it a little
Yeah.
differently.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think anything should be off limits if you're not
Yeah.
harming someone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
Like if it isn't like tailored to like a specific person, like
yeah, if you're not
Yeah.
harming anyone,
Yeah.
then you can make a joke. And it's also completely okay if someone were to come up to me after class and be like, you know, as a woman, like, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah.
And I would be like, okay, you support my right to choose, but not to joke.
yeah.
Like, I don't get that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a
That is
woman's
true,
issue.
yeah.
As a woman, I should be able to, even if it's a really like out of pocket, like maybe
Yeah.
off color joke, like I should be allowed to
Yeah.
say it.
No, 100%. Yeah. You know, I feel like it comes down to like the harming, but I think again, like we were talking about, like I think everybody just takes shit too personal. So it's kind of like I don't know, like until we can break out of that, it's like,
Yeah, I think
like
it was a
everything's
personal.
there's gonna be shit to talk.
I still have like a PTSD over like one scene. There was that one girl in our improv class where I'd be talking and she'd be like, "You're talking over a woman? Are you gonna talk over a woman? You should kill yourself." Like that was what she would say in the scene, and I was like,
literally a
she would
fucking
literally say like, "Hey, you're talking over a woman. You're talking over a woman right now." And then I was like,
Literally
well,
sounds
you're
like
talking
a-
over
like
a
a-
minority right now.
Yeah.
that literally sounds like a BTS stan, like on fucking Twitter, bro.
It's-
Have you seen those before?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I remember I went up to her and I was like, yo, like, is everything good? Like, that seems so hostile and real.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, everything's fine. I was like, oh, okay. But that's like a crazy
Yeah,
thing to
that's
say. Like,
wild
you
as
should kill
fuck,
yourself.
But then it's like,
you know?
so she's allowed to say that, but you're not allowed to say
To talk
something
over her.
else.
Like-
Or just like
Yeah,
say
the N-word.
something.
For real, make it make sense.
No, but what?
You're not allowed to say something like equally as like out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I get confused
it's
about
like-
is
yeah,
like
it's stupid.
some people can say things like that and it's like funny
Yeah.
and then you can't try a joke of like the same tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I do wonder, because like, I know Emerson was, because after it's been like a year, but I still think about it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, now I'm like, oh, I'm myself as I was at Emerson, but now I'm just like chill.
yeah.
No one,
No
and
one's
the people
watching
who are
you.
screaming at me, I'm like, I don't know, what are you doing? You know, like, are you guys okay? Because you can't
Yeah.
really do that in the real world. You just have to just talk to people instead of
Yeah.
like say, hey, you're oppressing me, you're making me. I don't know. You know, it's. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
so
I should follow up with her.
Yeah.
Like, did you make someone kill himself yet? Or
Yeah,
no?
for real. Like, how's it going? Are people still like offending you in the real world?
Yeah,
Like,
it's. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
because
crazy.
you can advocate for things,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure,
but-
but it's just like maybe that classroom like kind of environment where it's like you're honestly just throwing shit at a wall and seeing
Yeah.
like what sticks
Yeah.
isn't the best place to like critique someone. Like I said, unless they really deeply like
Yeah.
hurt
Yeah,
you
yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
So let's burn that school down.
No. Arson. We need like a list of crimes
Metaphor-
that Aldous has done. Like I want a crime wall that's like Aldous has done this.
Yeah, well, we have it behind this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
Those are all
cover it.
people I've done crimes for.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it
My
makes
mom's
a lot
gonna
of
watch
sense.
this and be like,
Hello, Miss MacMillan.
and be like, "Hello, who is this guy?"
You're never going over there again.
Wait, is your mom the Canadian one?
My parents are both Canadian.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you grew up in Canada?
Yeah, for like
What-
a little bit,
What part and until what age?
right outside of Toronto, and then we moved when I was like 3.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever meet
Oh, okay. I
Drake?
thought you were.
Yeah.
Did you?
No,
what?
I do. I remember it. We went
That's
back
not
all.
what I asked.
Oh, sorry.
I said, did you ever meet Drake?
I'm gonna hear a letter. That's not what I said.
No.
Sorry, you're silencing a woman right now.
Yo, Jared, kill yourself.
No, I wish. I wish.
Okay, so what were you saying? Do you remember it?
Yeah. That was the answer.
Okay.
It's just yeah. No, I'm actually from the exact same town as Shawn Mendes, which is like really random.
I
Because
didn't know
if
he was
I
Canadian.
if I had have stayed there, I probably would have been like in school with him if he went to like
Whoa.
public
crazy,
school.
yeah.
Because he's
That's
not that
amazing.
much older, I think, than us.
Yeah. Well, how old are you? What year were you born?
23. So I was born in 2000.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's probably like 25, 26, isn't he?
Right? I don't
Well,
know. I don't keep up with Shawn
okay,
Mendes.
I
He's
don't-
like a
I don't-
weird guy.
Yeah. I
Love
don't
him.
really- Yeah.
I don't know
keep
much
up with
about
him.
him.
Me either. I just know that like one time,
Pretty boy. That's it. That's all I know.
Yeah, he's really
right?
pretty.
Yeah.
What do you know?
not much. I know he's
He's a
from
singer.
Pickering, Ontario. And then I know that he's a singer, and I know that he is really socially awkward.
Is he
Oh, really?
Like on social media and stuff.
Oh, okay. But like, what about like in person? Like, is there any?
No, I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
Wait, how is he
I didn't-
socially
I didn't
awkward
know
on
that.
social media?
Like I've just seen like interviews and stuff and like, clips. It just seems like he doesn't know how to use his phone.
Mhm.
Which
Oh.
I'm like, they probably pay someone to do it for
Yeah.
him. I
Oh,
would.
okay.
Like if I didn't have to have a phone,
Yeah.
yeah.
probably wouldn't.
Yeah. That's like pretty fun.
Wait, so where'd you go after Canada?
We lived in North Carolina
Yee.
for like 2 years, a year and a half,
Mhm.
something along the lines, and then we moved to New Jersey,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
and that's
Jersey.
where I lived until like
Wait,
Emerson.
so do you
Oh,
know Rhett and Link? Do you know who those people?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool.
He works for
They're
him.
my
No
bosses.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does a Rhett and Link channel.
Oh, that's
He
so
shoots and
cool.
edits them.
I think my brother watches them. He's like really into YouTubers.
Yeah.
That's
That's so fucking sick.
Yeah, I used to be really into YouTubers too, but
I feel like because I remember talking to you guys, but like the writer's strike is gonna make like all the YouTube stuff pop off again.
mhm.
Yeah. What are you doing for the writer? Like, are you marching?
I have a few times, yeah.
What's it like?
It's actually really cool.
Really?
Like
Oh, okay.
the first time I went, I was like, this is actually really cool. It's interesting trying to like I would never go alone because
you're
it's
saying it's cool
yeah.
that writers are oppressed right now.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Is
It
it just
is.
fun for you? With
I'm
this,
anti-writer.
It's a side quest.
It just does
side
kind of feel
quest.
like a side. I feel like this past 3 months I've just been on side quests.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
haven't
so
been
fucking sick. Yeah.
present in like the regular activities that I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing for the last year. I've just been on side quests.
What
Like,
What have you been doing? What have you
so
been
I got a
doing
new
side quests?
job,
Uh-huh.
just working retail, and I work in Beverly Hills.
Oh, cool. Oh, I was doing this. Wait, where?
I work at Sam Edelman.
Sam Evelyn.
Yeah, it's a women's shoe store.
there we
Oh,
go.
I love it.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like really, it's like such a nice. My coworkers are amazing. Like
Wait, is this Rodeo Drive?
it's like
yeah.
the street off Rodeo. It's Beverly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
What made you want to like go like just get like a regular job?
I need money.
The, is this,
Fuck.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, I can't.
Finally, somebody who works in the industry coming on this pod that doesn't make that much fucking money, bro.
Yeah, I was just like, I need money to live.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I feel like I can relate to you.
just got a part-time job because I was
Yeah.
like, also, I love having my days off to work on
Mm-hmm.
scripts and like do other things. Like I still talk to my boss / like mentor all the
That's cool.
time about
Yeah.
stuff. Like he's very much still in my life. Like I text him and like he's really helpful. He's given me feedback on my work and like
That's cool.
we'll just talk about life and stuff. But he's like WGA, so he's very
Yeah,
like
damn.
I'm not doing anything, which I totally respect.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I will go insane if I just sit at home and try to write movies all
Yeah, no,
summer.
I think the same thing. Yeah, because I remember I was like doing that where I'm like, I'm just gonna grind my thing, but like I need like life experience and like
Yeah.
going. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I'm really bad at like being at home and just working. Like I
Yeah,
have
I
so
can't
much
do it.
respect for all the people we know who are just like, I'm making this film and I'm making this film. Like
Yeah.
I just can't operate like that.
Mhm.
I need to.
I need like a routine.
Yeah, I just need something else to do that's not related to
Yeah,
the
that's
industry,
so true,
or I'll
yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I'm not a sports person.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
really
everybody just
active.
do hobbies,
like
yeah.
yeah, so I was
crazy.
just like, I'll get a retail job. I'll work a few days a week. I'll get money. I like fashion.
Yeah. And you love it
So-
too? Like,
Yeah, it's
That's
super fun.
awesome,
It's
yeah.
just like chill. Like,
Yeah.
you sell stuff, you meet people, you like.
yeah.
That's it. That area is nice because I was working
Yeah.
there too.
Oh,
That's
really?
nice there, yeah.
Do you
Doing
get
that-
tips there?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is there like a commission based thing though? Like when you at least when you sell a shoe?
Yeah, you get a little bit
Okay.
of commission.
Oh,
cool.
sick.
So that's like, yeah.
That's
'Cause-
awesome.
Wait, but for the strike, like what? Because I know WGA, they're actually required to do a couple hours each week, right?
Yeah.
It's like that. How many?
I don't know how many hours
Okay.
each week.
Because I was thinking, this is just I feel like a
Oh my God.
pessimistic analysis. But like I remember I saw like on the WGA like strikers Instagram, they're like, "Hey guys, let's take Friday off. We've been striking too hard." And I'm like, "This is gonna take forever."
You're right.
Because like, imagine Black Lives Matter. Hey y'all, let's chill and get 40s at the park. Nothing, you know. They had progress.
I
That's
didn't see that,
crazy,
but
bro.
I remember that day because like I drive past. I live right by Paramount, and I drive past CBS now every day to get to work into Beverly Hills. And there was like a Friday where I was like, is it a Saturday? Because then it was like, and I was like, am I like,
Where are they? Like,
yeah, I was like, because I love honking at them.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite
Oh my
activity.
God.
I
Yeah.
literally look forward to driving
Yeah.
past the studios so I can just be like, wham, 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 wham. I'm
Yeah,
a
throwing
writer.
stuff at them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Continue, Haley. It's a JK, y'all. Okay.
We
We're so
respect
sorry.
writers. We are writers.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we all work in creative fields. But like, yeah, I look forward to doing that. And I saw it. I didn't see them, and I was like, hello? Am I like driving? Is it the weekends? Like, I didn't see that
Yeah.
Instagram post though, but that
They
makes
were
sense.
partying. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, good for them. Like, they're out there
Yeah.
all the time.
But I'm
like-
still like,
It's funny. Like,
So what's like the timeline for it? Though? Like, has there been any progress with it?
I don't know.
I
don't
know,
think so.
I know SAG's going on strike soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Better not
DGA
fucking
though.
party.
Wait, the SAG, the Screen
Screen Actors Guild.
Guild.
Yeah, the
Oh,
actors.
okay.
Yeah, I know DGA voted not to strike. Like
I
they
think
got
DGA
their I can't remember the word right now, but they got their like contracts fulfilled or whatever.
Damn, imagine if they went on strike too.
Well, the
like-
thing is, if they did, and then SAG would go on strike, and then
Yeah.
the industry would just be nothing for like a month, and then it would like expedite it.
Yeah.
That sucks because I
But that's
wonder
why I
what-
feel like well, maybe they should have done it then. At least like help all the
Yeah,
writers.
but I also
and-
don't know both sides, so I can't.
me
really-
either.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, I'm not informed enough.
Yeah.
Like I
None of us
should
are-
learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like
I'm
doing
bored.
some homework. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
Let these nerds figure it out.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
complicated.
I need someone to tell me on a podcast.
Literally, I need
That'll
somebody to, like.
work.
I think this is our
give me a
fourth attempt
whiteboard.
trying to find
Yeah,
out what's
literally,
going
bro.
on. Well, we could just spend like an hour and be like,
That's
oh,
what I was
no,
thinking.
we're
Like,
You
full.
guys
it's
should
been 3
do a
weeks.
podcast episode at the strike. Like
Oh,
set
that's
up a
good.
table.
Oh.
Hey, hobos, what are you? Hey, unemployed people, what are you?
Yeah, I'm sure like people would want to come on and tell their stories. That would be
Yeah,
like,
that actually is so fucking.
Oh, we
sick.
could. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You got. Let's write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Thanks, Haley.
invite me
Yeah.
back.
Haley, sorry, we're busy that day.
She's calming.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're silencing a woman.
Yep, and we're gonna kill ourselves.
Yeah, so this episode's actually not even gonna air.
Shit.
Yeah, this
sorry.
is not a recording. The lens caps are on, dude.
Oh no.
It's just for
Found out
us.
40 minutes in, the lens caps are on. Dylan's playing on his phone.
No, he's playing Xbox. Like,
Oh, so they're just playing podcasts now.
Oh, this is rehearsal.
Aldous, if you wanted to hang out with me, you could have just texted
You
me.
never respond. But
Oh my
so
god.
real.
that's because I was thinking, because like also a pessimistic look at the strike. I think a little violence would hypothetically
Okay.
speed up. I'm not saying I vouch for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Remember, like BLM, Stop Asian Hate rallies. There was like pepper spray, some violence.
Okay.
I feel like there was more turmoil that pushed them to figure out a solution. But right now, it's like a guy using Final Draft saying, "Please,"
I think like
you know.
Yeah, so
I'm not- I don't
you
think it's
should.
gonna
Why don't you should go? And
I'm
you
not
should
the
start
guy.
Something.
I don't.
Yeah, you
I'm
could.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not crossing any line. I'm just saying this is my analysis as an idiot. This is
Okay.
what I think could hypothetically
That's fair.
fix
Yeah.
it.
a Molotov cocktail.
A bazooka. Like,
Perhaps.
Because that really, you know,
Why don't you invite
Yeah.
them into your room and lock the door?
I'll invite all the CEOs into your room.
go.
Come on, guys. I'm Aldous,
That
the
is-
gun owner.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Fuck.
Pay the writers.
Please.
Now.
I'm hungry.
It's been a minute though, right? It's been what, like almost. It's been over a month now. Like,
Yeah, it started like, I think May 1st.
damn, oh, my birthday.
Look what you did.
Ooh.
Two bad things happened that day. Sorry, Jared.
No, you're right.
Hey, you're worth it.
Thank you.
Love you.
Why'd you go for the foot?
Maybe so. This is the only thing you could reach.
Oh.
You know, I'll give
I
him
could
that.
reach more.
We'll save it.
Do you guys want me to go?
Just chill there.
Yeah, just.
Can I watch?
2 minutes. Of
Ew,
course.
Haley. What are you? Yeah.
Of course.
Wait. So when you go to strike, is there a clock in, clock out thing? Is there a BYOS, like bring your own sign?
Yeah, so I'm non-union, obviously.
Yeah.
So like they have different sign-in. So there's like a sign-in where you say like, you know, you sign in, sign out for union people so they can actually track your hours. And then
Wait, so the non-union people, they're like, yeah, write on the sticky note and they just toss it?
I don't know what they do with I think it's like for bookkeeping.
Oh, like who was an ally?
Yeah. Ally's like a weird word, but yeah, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so they like write it, or I always put down like pre-WGA because I think it sounds better than,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
you know, like I hope
Yeah.
eventually I'll be in the WGA instead of just being like non-union. And then you'll talk to people and they'll be like, oh, are you in the union? And you're like, no. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much for like supporting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is like nice,
That's I didn't know it was like an actual like obviously you're saying like so they're literally clocking in then virtually like
Yeah, 'cause I
it's
think you
required
have
for
to.
WGA.
that's I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
which is like, I think it's good though, because
Yeah.
that's like the whole point of a union is
Yeah,
you need
it's
like
like-
everyone
It's
to
a
be
it's
like,
community. Yeah.
yeah, which is great.
That's
and like, you know,
amazing.
you see like friend groups going, or like I know that the director I work for has had like different shows that he's worked on like have reunions like at the
Oh,
picket
cool.
line,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Because then you see people you haven't seen in like 20 years, but
Yeah.
everyone has free time now, which is the other thing. So it's like,
Yeah.
I think you could take a positive spin and be like, you can meet and work on so many things during
Yeah.
this time,
Yeah.
or you can just be like sad about it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I-
yeah, it just depends like where you're at.
Is there like a hierarchy for like who, like let's say someone says fuck Paramount on their sign, and another person does like a paragraph, perfect font, like Calibri font, different pastel colors,
Yeah.
tricked out their sign. The person with pastel colors on their sign, do they look at the person who just wrote fuck Paramount? Like, they don't even care.
I don't know. I
know?
like, so
If someone cares more about
I think
the
you
post-
get mailed like the materials to do your sign
You're
if you're
lying.
in the
It's
union.
that. It's
Well,
that's
it's a very like, I mean, it's
crazy.
a pretty prestigious union.
Yeah,
Like getting
that's
in there is
amazing,
hard.
bro.
No,
Like,
it's cool.
yeah.
So then they also
they have a striking
signs-
budget.
They probably do.
That's interesting.
crazy.
And then if you're non-union and you obviously didn't get mailed a sign, they
Yeah.
have ones that you can just like hold for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So like last time I went, there was like a bunch of like Taylor Swift signs, and I was like, oh, that's cute. Like Taylor Swift lyric
Yeah.
puns about
Oh,
like paying
okay,
the
okay,
writers. Or some people will simply just be like, fuck you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, yeah, I felt
True.
that
Sick. Yeah, like someone's really pissed that day. And then you have, you know, people go really hard on them,
Yeah.
some people don't. So
Yeah,
but you can borrow them for the day if you
that's so
just
cool.
come to, like,
Yeah.
support,
It's
which
a
is
whole
great.
I just thought it was just people just kind of just getting together, and I was just kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the
I
people who
didn't know
got
it
them mailed, you can like decorate it if
Yeah.
you really want to put the effort in.
I didn't know it was that structured. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You think there's double agents in there? Like,
I don't know.
like Doug Herzog in there? Just like, let's see what these.
Hmm.
He's doing like a, what's White Chicks?
Oh
type of
my
costume?
god. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
But I
because
feel like they wouldn't really get anything out of that other than steps.
yeah, literally you just get a
Yeah.
good workout and you get to like
Yeah.
meet some people, because no one's really like, it's not like a political rally situation or like a meeting of any sort. Like people, and no one's like coming up to you and being like, hi, like what's your name? Unless you're
Yeah.
like me and like trying to network
Yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff, like just talking to the people who you are like standing next to. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
people aren't gonna be like, so what's your deal? Like you
Yeah.
have to either
Yeah, you have to like, yeah, you have to start it.
Yeah.
I want to see like Aaron Sorkin or
kinda
like
wanna go.
Adele Lim on the picket.
yeah,
I hope they do like, maybe more people go if they do like meet and greets, like
Yeah.
help picket, and you
they
can,
could. I mean, there's been a lot of like, if you look, just go on Instagram and do like the strike, there's a lot of like famous
Yeah.
people who have been striking.
gonna.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of hate on him in the rap community right now.
So he's like, I'm a proud supporter of the WGA.
Just random shit, bro. You just bringing random ass signs like pay
Blueface.
teachers.
Free Palestine.
His energy is great. His energy is great. Wrong idea. Wrong. Totally off base.
Oh, wait.
That's Mary Kate. 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 That's Mary Kate.
Whoa.
Alright, so will you?
What's
you
up?
s- Are you want to wear what this is right now?
This?
Yeah,
Like the purple light?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Well, it's a light.
Okay.
You're gonna really make me mansplain to you right now?
Please.
So as you know, our podcast is called Imma Come Clean.
Yeah.
So now you have an opportunity to come clean about something you may have never said out loud.
I mean, we were thinking like within the film industry
Yeah.
or something, but you can do
Industry,
whatever
you
you
could
want.
say
Tailored to
anything.
yourself.
Yeah.
In the film industry.
Yeah.
Break an NDA right now.
Have
Say
you
your
ever,
boss's
you ever worked with
address.
Harvey Weinstein?
No. No.
Would you?
I've been lucky to not
Oh, I was like,
encounter
lucky for what?
anything
Okay,
to work with Harvey.
Okay.
No, I've been lucky to not actually encounter anything really
Okay.
bad in like my experience. I'm trying to
Knock
think of
on wood.
I had something I wanted to come clean about, but I like your prompt with the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
You could be both. You could go on for 10 minutes, let it all out.
Okay. So I've developed this really embarrassing habit recently where I will get drunk and then I will message people something really, really, really positive. It's never anything negative,
I never
Yeah.
got one.
but I know, I'm sorry. It's always,
Mine was negative.
I said, fuck you, Aldus. But
3 a.m.
it's always something like, it's someone that I'm not friends with either. Like,
Yeah.
it's just someone who's like, yeah, it's like bad.
Were you just like swiping on people's stories? Like,
No, sometimes.
okay.
And I'll just send them like a paragraph being like, yeah,
Well, how do you choose these people?
drunk me is just like,
But you have their number?
or I'll DM them.
Okay.
What do you say?
So it'll be something really, really, and you can tell that I'm super drunk
Yeah.
in this. It'll be something like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a really long time, but I just want to let you know that like, you're really fucking killing it out there, like in the industry. Like, you're just so talented, and like, you know, you're gonna get all the jobs, you're gonna get the internship, and you're gonna like be famous. And I can't wait to see you like thrive. And it'll just be a paragraph of my rambling, and then I'll hit send. And then the next morning, I like if
Yo, why
I
did Tarantino DM me?
some random ass like person from my high school, or like, so I'm not kidding, or someone from my sorority who I haven't spoken to in 3 years, and they'll be like, oh my god, like this is so sweet, like thank you so much for like reaching out, I hope you're well, like very, you know, like thank you. And I will read that message back and be like,
The fuck
the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why did I do that?
Just unsend the message.
It's never anyone I'm like close with, or
Yeah.
like it's always the most rando you could like
Is there anyone I
possibly
know?
think of. Not really. I haven't.
No one from
No, people from Emerson,
Oh,
but like
okay.
people who, like, I have a friend who I'm really close with. He's a year younger than us. It'll be one of his friends who I've met like once,
Yeah.
Oh.
like at the TAM.
And you don't know, what inclines you to do it.
Yeah.
You
No,
just, you
I'll
just get
just-
really happy.
They're just
Yeah.
trying to be
You
like
get
a
hype-
DIT
yeah,
or
I
something.
I'm like just trying to be really happy and be like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
everything is great in the world, and
Yeah.
like I love.
That's kind of
That's
beautiful
nice.
though.
That's a
But
nice
do you
one.
cringe when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, or I'll like open the door for someone to want to reconnect,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, oh my god, like we should hang out. Like I'm in LA, and I'll be like,
Ooh.
What time of the day do you do that?
I do it between like midnight and like 3 a.m.
You
It's
just
always
gotta,
like,
you just gotta take your phone away.
but it's never anything like inappropriate or like bad. It's always the
Yeah.
most like rambly positive. Like, I'm literally just so proud of you, and also like your haircut's like really good.
Yeah.
And, like, I love like, oh my god, I saw you're like in a relationship, and you just deserve to be happy about like everything, and like you're gonna get the job and move and get the job and
Has anybody
repeat
like
myself.
not replied?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
if
Has anybody
Oh,
said
that's
anything
cool.
like
That's happened
has anybody
before.
been an asshole about it? Like,
I had this one person from my high school who I DM'd one time.
Yeah.
Very similar thing of being like, oh my god, and like it's so sick that you like do science and like are in grad school. I don't know, and like you're like, you know, you're so pretty now and blah blah blah. Never answer, but it was a DM
Yeah.
seen at like
Damn.
9
Oh my,
a.m.
that's so
and I was like,
mean.
fuck
Oh,
you.
they
I was just
suck.
trying to spread some love.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
they're not even
that's
following
fucked
you?
up.
yeah,
Damn, that's cold.
yeah,
You should
That is low
call
key,
him out right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
That is low key fucking
Can't.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
That's a wholesome.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's wholesome, but it's just weird.
yeah.
Because, like, if I got one of those, I'd be like, that's so nice they were thinking
Block.
of me, but, like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like, why?
Well, I think it's, at that point, I think it's kind of obvious. Like she was probably drunk. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
How many
Like,
times have you done it?
Oh, probably, like, 30.
Wow.
Like, a lot.
Oh, so
like,
you're
it's
committed.
Do
really...
you plan on stopping, or it's like
No.
it's a good. I want one. Can
I don't
we all
quit
get
anything.
one?
Yeah, I'll
For
send you
real,
one.
yeah.
Hell
If
yeah.
I go out tonight, I'll send you.
Nice. Are you coming to the party tonight?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I
Okay.
have to see what everyone's up to. Is it, like, a theme?
No, it's because Josh is premiering "Don't Tell Your Friends" this film he's been working on, and it's gonna be like an after party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Theme is drunk.
Humor.
Theme is drunk.
Yeah.
I can do that.
The theme is text whoever you want at 12 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should text people at the party and
Yeah.
Josh, thank you so much for coming to the party.
And you're just
like,
like in the
I
front.
just like love like your movie and like your hair. It's so brown and like cool and like
and then he sees you across the room. You're sitting, swinging your legs.
yeah. I love film. Like it's just random. I'm trying to think of
that's
anything
really
else
cute,
I want
though.
to come clean about. Oh, I've been I'm trying to go gluten free right now. Just for like stomach issues. And I've been eating gluten.
That has gluten in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, I'm
Whatever.
kidding. I think it
What
literally
even
says
is gluten?
gluten free.
I don't know.
Because it must taste good.
It's like like bread.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's gluten free.
Like, can you just eat purely gluten? Like,
I
is there
don't
anything like a powder?
Think so.
Oh.
Do you want that?
I'll try it.
What's going on, bro?
I'm down bad. Does anyone have gluten?
I need my fucking fix, bro. Crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to plug, Haley? Anything you'd like to say?
Anything to plug? No. No. I wish.
Okay.
You don't want to.
I'm just me.
You don't want to tell the internet that new like studio you're writing for.
Oh yeah.
The picket line you crossed.
Mhm. I cross all the picket lines. Working at Apple. I'm writing a brand new movie.
Oh, amazing.
It's actually
Nice.
based off you, Aldus, which is
Aw.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it good? Oh, that's writing something. This is trash.
this is gonna paint him out to be great. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know. I'm chilling. That's about it
Beautiful.
for me.
Hell yeah. What was I gonna say? Wait. Writer's strike. What did you just say before? You said
The party.
Gluten free.
party.
Party.
No, party
Free.
free.
Wait,
Free. Writing.
Wait, what are you trying to put together
I
right
don't know.
now?
I thought I had. Thanks for tuning in to another episode.
I want to thank you for coming out.
Imma Come Clean. Thanks, Haley.
Thank you guys for having
for writing.
me.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
That's
It's a
Mary
good time.
Kate.
That's
That's
Mary
Mary
Kate.
Kate. That's Mary
You want to see my
Kate.
gun again tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I can't wait. What
Hell
time? 10 p.m.
Yeah,
Cool.
Okay.
I'll bring my gun.
Is it alarming to tell people I have a gun?
Yeah.
I think I stopped after you.
I wouldn't advertise that.
Yeah, because I
Wait,
feel like
did you go to him and tell him like that was weird after?
I think
We talked about it.
Like I think 3 days after, because you came over again.
You
to write the
apologized
sketch.
to me
I apologized
first.
because
So
I
you-
think it was in my head, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like I made Haley.
And then I was like, yeah, like, thank you for apologizing.
Okay.
You don't really need to because I wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
I was just really caught off
yeah.
guard.
Disappointed.
So that's why I was like acting weird because I was so like, I just didn't hear him say anything.
Yeah.
That was the missing link was that he said
Yeah.
it, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
But we talked about it and we cleared the air
Okay.
and it was just, and now it's a hilarious story.
Yeah. It was a little-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Don't come in my room.
Don't go in Aldous' room after 10 p.m.
While he's been drinking.
You'll know what you'll find.
If you want to go to the range, hit me up. I'm not pro gun. I'm just pro having a good time at the range.
I think it's so
You know what I
funny
mean?
that you locked the door.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't want anyone to walk in and be like, look at my Glock.
Well, that's the other thing too, is if someone had walked in and you would have seen me, you, gun,
You scared.
the party would have ended like that in like
all liberal arts
5
students.
seconds.
Yeah. Because it was also like the first party back.
Yeah,
from
it was
everyone
like
from graduation.
really
Yeah.
early.
It was like before everyone was like in the real world, you know? So it's like, if
Yeah.
I mention I have a gun, people think I'm far right,
Yeah.
you know? So like,
It's
I'm going to
okay.
try again tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
You're
just
gonna
bring
do
it out.
tonight?
Yeah.
Just bring it out.
Hey, are y'all cool? Hey, y'all, you here?
Congrats,
You guys
Josh.
here? Rust is shooting again. All right, cool. Thanks for tuning in. All right, bye.
That's Mary Kate.
Touch on my love, on my rap, on
That's
my
Mary
way.
Kate.
Love on my way. Yeah. Touch on my rap, on my love, on my rap, on my. Why do you want my dick all up inside